Okay, so the first thing, overhauled progression system. Collecting all the perks have been an important goal for many players. However, since both the... You texting me. What is this nonsense you're sending me? Oh. Hold on, I gotta look at this. My God, those hands. Those knees, look at that knee. Such a spicy pig. However, since both the number of perks and characters are constantly increasing, the grind expands at an exponential rate with every new chapter. To address this, we're completely overhauling the way perks are earned, adding new rewards, and making completion easier than ever before. So this is what they talked about before. If you remember during the live stream, they talked about how there's going to be a new prestige system where once you prestige, for example, if I was to prestige Dwight, I would automatically unlock all of Dwight's perks for every character. I don't have to grab his perks on every character's blood web. They would automatically be unlocked on every character. They'll be there unlocked already. Whether they're level 3 or not, I have no idea. Maybe this will say. In the current system, you must reach level 40 on a given character to unlock all their teachable perks. Then find those perks in the blood webs of every other character. In order to unlock all the new perks on every character by the time next chapter releases, you would need to play an estimated average of 4.1 hours every day. Okay. With this new system, the estimate decreases to an average of 1.01 hours each day, and that's not even factoring in blood point bonuses from events, perks, or offerings. In other words, this is the single largest reduction to grind we've ever made, cutting it by roughly 75%. Now, not a lot of people are happy about this. A lot of people are very upset about this because it basically means like all that grinding that they did means literally nothing. Literally nothing. A little Gant escape. Woo! Unlocking perks. The teachable rarity is no more. Now, perks are tied directly to prestige. Prestiging a character for the first time will instantly unlock the tier 1 versions of their unique perk for all other killers or survivors, making them immediately available for use without ever opening the blood web. Okay. Prestige a character for the second and third time will unlock the tier 2 and tier 3 versions of their unique perks. Alternatively, higher tier versions of their perks will appear randomly in blood webs once the first tier has been unlocked. Say you prestige the Trapper. This will instantly unlock tier 1 versions of Agitation, Brutal Strength, and Unnerving Presence on all other killers. Tier 2 and 3 versions of these perks will now appear randomly in the blood web. Prestiging the Trapper again will make tier 2 versions of these perks immediately available, and so on. This way, you'll only need to earn the perks once to use them on every character. The perks you've unlocked will be instantly available on any new character as well, making them easier to pick up and play without substantial blood point investment. Growth. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people are unhappy about it. Me, I'm like whatever about it. But from what I heard, a lot of people are unhappy about this because this specifically, it basically says like, hey, you know, you remember all that grinding you ever did in the game to unlock all the perks, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, that doesn't really mean anything anymore. No more resets. Prestiging has always been a bit of a dilemma. Do you give up everything for bragging rights, or do you keep what you have to minimize the grind? Now that prestiging is the main way to unlock perks, we wanted to make the choice clear. Prestiging a character will no longer remove their perks, items, add-ons, or offerings. Oh shit. One perk for all in terms of tier, pretty much. Perk slots will also remain unlocked after prestiging. With no reason not to prestige, prestiging a character is no longer optional. After reaching level 50, you receive a special blood web with only a single node. Purchasing this node will increase your prestige level and reset your character's level to 1. So they're getting rid of that. They're adding endless prestige, which you could just prestige over and over and over and over and over. Endless prestige. With prestige now being the main way to progress, it will no longer be as impressive to have your characters maxed out at prestige level 3. It only made sense to have a new way to recognize our most committed players, so we've removed the prestige limit entirely. But what would more prestige levels be without rewards? Reaching prestige levels 4, 5, and 6 will now award the character's bloody prestige cosmetics once again, signifying those who went above and beyond. Now that prestiging for the first 3 times awards perks. Okay, so when you prestige 1, 2, 3, you get tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 perks of that character for every other character. But then when you go 4, 5, and 6, you get the bloody clothing. It only makes sense to move these higher. If you've already unlocked these cosmetics, don't worry, we won't be taking them away from you. You've earned it. For the completionist, prestige levels 7, 8, and 9 will each grant one of the character's unique perks as a charm. Oh, that's pretty cool. We also wanted to highlight your dedication to your favorite characters. No matter how many times you prestige them, once the trial is over, your prestige level will now be shown in the space previously occupied by grades. Those who spent millions of blood points stockpiling add-ons for your favorite characters will now have a way of showcasing your hard work to the world. So it's gonna look like this pretty much. Can I zoom in on it? I can. It's gonna look like this pretty much. So say like Dwight right here, you've prestiged Dwight 7 times, it's gonna look like that. Just like that. I hope it actually showed on the stream. I don't know if it did. Ooh, that was good. There's a lot. There's a lot, dude. Oh my god. Shrine of Secrets. Unlike before, where the Shrine of Secrets would offer teachable perks that then needed to be found in Blood Webs, the Shrine will now allow you to purchase perks directly. Purchasing a perk through the Shrine of Secrets will make the tier 1 version of it immediately available on all killers or survivors, much like Prestige. Okay. Subsequent tiers of that perk will also begin appearing in Blood Webs. You may also purchase a perk again to increase its tier. Okay, I'm back. What did you miss? We just got done talking about the new progression system, loops. Basically loops, it's gonna go like this. From now on, there's gonna be a PTB for all these changes next week, by the way. From now on, say for example, loops, you prestige Dwight 3 times, right? Instead of getting his 3 bloody cosmetics, you're gonna get all his perks. You prestige him once, you unlock all tier 1 perks of Dwight for every other survivor. You prestige him twice, you unlock his perks again for every other survivor but tier 2, and then the same thing is for tier 3. When you prestige him 4, 5, and 6, then you unlock the bloody cosmetics. And then after that, you start unlocking their teachable perks as charms to wear as for the character. So that's pretty much what the prestige system is going to be from now on. You can also endlessly prestige. No longer will your player level be shown, as you can see right here. No longer will your player level be shown in the like after match screen. It will be the level of the character you're playing as, how many times you've prestiged them, basically. We just got to the Shrine of Secrets now. Excuse me. You may also purchase a perk again to increase its tier. This works seamlessly with the prestige system, as purchasing a perk you've already unlocked through prestige will instead increase its tier. Okay. Transitioning to the new system, with many spending hundreds, if not thousands of hours playing Dead by Daylight over the years, we want to... Hey, you're kidding, right? I hope this is a joke. No, this is legit, man. This is it. This is legit. This is the prestige system. Keep in mind, there's more. Look at this. There's so much more. Oh, the perk changes. Oh shit, there is a lot more. Oh shit. Yo, we can read the perk changes. Hold on. Transitioning to the new systems. With many spending hundreds, if not thousands of hours playing Dead by Daylight over the years, we want to make sure that everyone is rewarded fairly. When the system releases, we'll be automatically awarding existing players an appropriate number of prestige levels based on how many perk tiers they've unlocked. Oh shit. Okay. If you've left all your characters at level 50 and focused on unlocking perks, your work won't be for nothing. Okay. That's me right there. No. You don't. Oh, that's another thing. You don't lose nothing. When you prestige, you lose nothing. You keep everything. You lose nothing. I forgot to mention that. Thank you for reminding me. It's also important that you don't lose anything when the system is updated. You will keep any perks and bloody prestige cosmetics that you've already unlocked. Those who reach Prestige 3 before the update will receive a special Prestige icon to recognize their achievements and commemorate the perks and add-ons they lost in the process. We'll be hosting a live stream soon to show the updated system in action and answer any questions you might have ahead of the PTB. So that means they're gonna have a live stream either next week or later this week, because the PTB's next week. All these changes that you're seeing, all these perk changes, everything is gonna be in the PTB next week. You're gonna go and look at this? Matchmaking incentives. Oh god, the MMR. Matchmaking has been a major focus over the past year, and we're maintaining that throughout year 7. Though many changes are planned to improve wait times and match quality, there are variables that we can't control through code. Chief among them is the distribution of people playing each role. If there's simply not enough people queuing for one role, the matchmaker's ability to create quality matches suffers. Being an asymmetrical game, Dead by Daylight works best when there's roughly 4 survivors to each killer. If this 4-1 ratio deviates too far, matchmaking time and quality will start to degrade. I think that's for the killers, because whenever I queue up as survivor, I find matches real fast. But from what I've always heard from people who play killer, whenever they queue up as killer, it takes forever to find a match. Too many survivors will cause survivor queue times to increase, while too few survivors will cause killer queue times to increase. To complicate things further, this ratio varies greatly depending on your region, rating, and time of day. In some regions, we've observed an excess of survivors queuing, while in others, too few. Oftentimes, this will change over the course of the day. So how do we go about improving this? Enter matchmaking incentives. Whenever the number of killers to survivors differs too much from the ideal ratio, we'll offer a blood point bonus to anyone who opts to play the needed role. This bonus ranges from 25% to 100% depending on demand levels. So it's like what's needed most, basically. These bonuses will be shown on the main menu besides each role's play button, as well as besides the ready button. What catalog is this under? Dead by Daylight. I posted it there. It's also on their Twitter page. These bonuses double as an indicator of which role currently has the fastest queue times. If you want to get into a match as soon as possible, keep an eye out for incentives. Matchmaking incentives are unique to you and dependent on your matchmaking ratings and region. You may see a bonus for playing killer while your friend sees one for playing survivor. This is intended. The bonuses are dependent on which roles are needed to improve matchmaking at the time. For example, killers may be needed where you are, but there may be an excess of killers where your friend is playing. Playing in a group can also net you a bonus if survivors are needed at the time. However, this will only apply if your group's average matchmaking rating is currently in demand. We believe these matchmaking incentives will improve both queue times and the matchmaker's ability to create quality matches. Heads up, matchmaking incentives will be disabled if crossplay is turned off. Oh. As most players play with crossplay on, that's true. On the system would be highly susceptible to manipulation, and switching roles would have a negligible effect on matchmaking. If you'd like to take advantage of these incentives, we strongly recommend turning on crossplay through the settings menu. Oh yeah! Generator speeds. I caught a glimpse of this. They're changing the speed of generators, how fast they get repaired and all that. Gameplay updates. Some of the most consistent feedback we receive centers around the perk meta. A handful of perks have a dominant usage rate, especially in higher skill matches. Naturally, the gameplay can feel stale when you see the same perks again and again. In the past, we've addressed individual perks through various updates, but the odd meta change is not enough to shake things up. In this update, we are reworking and rebalancing 39 perks, meta included. We aim to reduce the resilience on the current meta while also providing many new options to experiment with. Before we can make meaningful changes to the meta, we needed to look at why these perks are so heavily used in the first place. While some perks are popular because of their strength, others are popular because they reduce the likelihood of an unfun situation. Therefore, we prepared a few baseline changes to address some of these core gameplay issues. So they're changing generator speeds. When looking at the perks most used by killers, there's a very clear trend. Any perk that helps prevent generators from being powered, slowdown perks for short, are favored. Corrupt Intervention, Pop Goes the Weasel, Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance, and Hex Ruin are a few notable examples, and each are amongst the most popular perks. Many players feel like generators are powered too quickly without these perks, so we knew we needed to look at generators before making any perk changes. Slowdown perks should be an option, but not the only option to stay competitive. You trying to find it, you couldn't look? You couldn't? Hello? Just scroll down. If you can't find it on the Discord, honestly, you just gotta scroll down. Everything's in alphabetical order. If you still can't find it for some strange reason, just go to the Twitter page. Many feel like generators are powered too quickly without these perks, so we knew we needed to look at generators before making any perk changes. Slowdown perks should be an option, but not the only option to stay competitive. First, we have increased the time it takes to power a generator to 90 seconds before it was 80 seconds. The time it takes to complete a generator hasn't been changed in a long time. There's a wild... What is that? There's a wild bird in the chat. The time it takes to complete a generator hasn't been changed in a long time, but it's clear that they are being powered quicker than we'd like. By slowing them down slightly, we hope to give killers a bigger window to interrupt survivors, particularly at the beginning of a trial. Second, kicking a generator will now instantly remove 2.5% of the maximum progress, so generators will instantly take damage rather than slowly regressing. This change makes kicking generators more meaningful even if a survivor stops it from regressing shortly after. Additionally, survivors must now decide whether they should tap a generator to prevent regression, as this allows the killer to kick it again and knock off even more progress. With these two changes, we hope to reduce the resilience on passive slowdown mechanics and promote increased interaction between killers and survivors. General killer improvements. The average kill rates, how many survivors per kill each trial on average, are a little lower than we'd like. A sentiment echoed by many community members. To ensure the killers feel like an unstoppable force to be feared, we are making slight improvements to many aspects of killer gameplay. We've reduced the time it takes to break walls and pallets by 10%. Oh, excuse me. Now 2.34 seconds, previously it was 2.6. Generators can also be kicked. You feel so warm from the CT scan. That's the radiation, man. Be careful. Generators can also be kicked 10% faster than before. Now it is 1.8 seconds, before it was 2 seconds. While these changes may seem small, a fraction of a second can be the difference between hitting a survivor and them reaching a pallet. Next, we've reduced the cooldown for successful basic attacks by 10%. Now 2.7 seconds, before it was 3 seconds. Oh shit. And reduced the duration of survivor's speed boost upon being hit by 10%. Okay, so when a survivor gets hit, they gain a 10% speed boost for 1.8 seconds. Wait. Okay, so survivors don't run that fast anymore as soon as they get hit. It's 1.8 seconds, before it was 2 seconds. You taste metal too and you're a little loopy. Just calm down, Jamal. Moving forward, survivors will gain slightly less distance upon being hit, making it more difficult for them to run long distances to a safe area. Finally, we've tweaked Bloodlust to increase in power quicker than before. In most cases, Bloodlust does not activate, though there are rare cases where it can be necessary. Can you post the link in chat? I couldn't find it. Loops, are you... What region do you live in, Loops, that you can't find it? You're fine, Jamel? I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on, Luke. I'm in here right now. I mean, there it is, Loops, if you want to look at it. Thank you. First, we've tweaked Bloodlust to increase in power quicker than before. In most cases, Bloodlust does not activate, though there are rare cases where it can be necessary. The long build-up often leaves the killers in a bad spot, even if they eventually get a hit. We are adjusting Bloodlust tiers to activate after 15 seconds, 25 seconds, and 35 seconds. of chasing rather than 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and 45 seconds. Okay, that's not a big change, really. You're gonna look at this and get mad? As the first tier of Bloodlust has not changed, it will not be any more prevalent in the average chase. Bearing in mind the general improvements above, we expect Bloodlust will become even more uncommon outside of exceptional circumstances. And then become a killer main? Whoa, hold on, before you say that, they change, you know how killers camp people and tunnel people? They kind of added a solution to that. Though slight, these changes affect every killer and can have ramifications on the game, we will be watching closely to ensure that nothing gets out of hand. Camping and tunneling. On the survivor side, there's a clear preference for perks that grant a second chance. Borrowed Time, Decisive Strike, and Dead Hard. Whenever Dead Hard wants to fucking work. And perks of that nature help the survivor avoid certain death, leading to an extreme usage rate. Ooh, that burp. A benefit of these second chance perks is how that they help prevent unfun situations, namely being camped or tunneled out of the game, repeatedly being targeted after being unhooked. In order to incentivize a meaningful change to the meta, it was clear that we needed to address these controversial tactics. Second chance perks should be nice to have, not essential to ensuring enjoyable gameplay. Moving forward, survivors will receive a 5-second endurance effect after being unhooked. This gives the unhooked survivor an opportunity to reach a nearby window or a pallet, or for another survivor to position themselves for a protection hit. So even if someone doesn't have borrowed time, if you get unhooked by someone that does not have borrowed time, you will get a you will get borrowed time for 5 seconds. Additionally, the unhooked survivor will receive a 7% haste for 5 seconds. This will make them harder to catch and encourage killers to shift focus to the unhooked survivor. Both effects will be cancelled prematurely if the unhooked survivor performs what we now call a conspicuous action. These are interactions other than being chased that would improve your chances of survival. This includes, so okay, if you get unhooked and if you start repairing a gen, healing yourself or someone else, cleansing or booming a totem, sabotaging unhooking someone else, or opening an exit gate, you lose that 5-second borrowed time and you lose that 7% speed boost for 5 seconds. With these base changes, we hope survivors can switch up their perk loadouts without fear that camping and tunneling will cut their match short. Now, here's the fucking perk changes. Meta perk changes. For this update, changes fall into one of two categories. Meta perks that are used too often, and non-meta perks that serve a similar purpose but aren't used as much. We understand that many of you have grown attached to your favorite perks and loadouts. Unfortunately, shaking up the meta inevitably leads to a few changes. Rest assured that our goal is to provide alternatives that align with your preferred playstyle while widening the scope to include more viable perk options. We understand that many of you have grown... Oh, I already read that. It's also important to note that not every meta perk is equal and each was considered on a case-by-case basis. So, what are Dead by Daylight's meta perks? By referencing both community feedback and internal data, we can see that some perks stand above the rest. For killers, Barbecue and Chili, obviously because it gives you blood points. Ruin's always been a fan favorite. Pop's always been a favorite. Corrupt's always been a favorite. Tinker's always been a favorite. Noah and Scourge Hook of Pain. For survivors, Dead Hard, Borrowed Time, Decisive, Iron Will, Self-Care, and Spine Chill. I don't know about Self-Care. I used Self-Care when the game first came out. Never again. We'd like to share these graphs. Okay, so they're just going to show the graphs. All right. Killer meta perks. Okay, so these are the perk changes. Barbecue and Chili. Currently, Barbecue and Chili, upon unhooking a survivor, you can see the auras of distant survivors for a short duration. Gain a stacking blood point bonus for each survivor hook. Wait a second, I have every perk on my Claudette, and that's the only person you have as Prestige 3. That means when the new system comes out, you're gonna have all of Claudette's tier 3 perks unlocked automatically for every other survivor. That's what that means. I knew they were gonna change Barbecue. What are they changing about Barbecue? This perk is incredibly popular, not because it's particularly powerful, but because of the huge amount of blood points it provides. Choosing to go into a match without it massively slows your progression. We do not want blood points to be the driving factor behind perk changes, so we will be removing... Oh my god. They actually did it. They actually did it. They actually removed the blood point bonus from barbecue and chili. Does that mean I have to grind to get all the perks again? No. You have Claudette. No, you lose nothing when the new stuff comes out. You lose nothing. Everything's gonna stay the same. Wow. You did your cleaning for today? Nice. Wow, they actually removed the blood point bonus from barbecue and chili. We do not want blood points to be the driving factor behind perk choices, so we will be removing the blood point bonus from barbecue and chili. While we understand this change may seem shocking, please keep in mind that this update reduces the grind by about 75%, which matchmaking incentives providing an additional avenue for blood point. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So the reason they're removing the blood point bonus from barbecue and chili is because of their new incentive shit that they're gonna add, which basically means if there's a need for killers, if you queue up as killer, you're gonna gain a lot of blood points. But what if there's not a lot of needs for killers in your area? You're not gonna gain a lot of blood points queuing up as killer. Oh my god, wow. They actually did it. Holy shit. There's gonna be so many people mad. So many people are gonna be pissed. What did they do with Ruin? Okay, currently Ruin, generators regress automatically when they have Ruin. Okay, a massive part of Ruin's appeal is to not having to stop and kick generators, as well as the ability to passively regress them from a distance. These aspects make Ruin a unique slowdown perk, so we are not looking to change them. To bring Ruin in lineup with other perks, we are reducing the regression speed. Okay, so they nerfed Ruin. Yeah, they nerfed Ruin. Ruin now regresses generators at 50, 75, and 100%. Before it used to be 100, 150, and 200%. So they nerfed Ruin. They nerfed it. Okay, Pop Goes the Weasel. Whenever a killer kicks a gen with Pop Goes the Weasel, it loses 25% of its progress. Pop Goes the Weasel gives killers a controlled way to remove significant progress from a generator of their choosing. Given that kicking a generator now removes 2.5% of its progress automatically, these perk changes are progress. Kyle, did you see what they did to barbecue? Dude, they actually removed the blood point bonus for barbecue. So many people are gonna be pissed. I'm not even at survivor perks yet. Also, good morning, Kyle. We decided to tone down some numbers to compensate. This perk will now remove 20% of the generator's current total progress. Current, not total progress. I'm gonna use it until it gets nerfed. This change, they removed all blood point bonuses from perks, but they also literally changed the entire game to make it easier to get perks. Yeah, you're right, but like, I guarantee people are gonna complain. People are gonna complain about Ruin and barbecue. All right, Loops, I'll be here. All right, what did they do with Corrupt? At the start of the match, Corrupt blocks the 3 furthest generators. This perk makes the beginning of a match more manageable, forcing survivors to extend deeper into the map before repairing a generator. We aren't looking to change this aspect. Moving forward, the perk will deactivate once the survivor enters the dying state. Okay. Okay. No, come on, Kyle. No. Stop, you motherfucker. No, I'm dreading it now, dude. I'm dreading it. Tinkers. When a generator reaches 70%, the killer does not have a heartbeat or any, like, sounds, basically, for a short duration. Tinkers is a popular choice to the information. I can't stop thinking about it now. You're a piece of shit. Tinkers is a popular choice for the information it provides. Being able to prevent a generator from being powered is a game changer, particularly on killers with high mobility. It can, however, become a little more oppressive when paired with certain regression perks. Therefore, Tinker can now only activate once per generator. But with the base charges increased to 90, killers will have extra time to approach. That's okay, I guess? What did they do with NOED? What did they do with NOED? Whenever the exit gates are powered, the killer gains a speed boost and they can instantly down you. This perk makes for, my god, tier perk build is untouched, open-handed, ace in the hole, and kindred. Those are the 3 perks I remember you always using since we first started playing. NOED. This perk makes for a very effective comeback tool, though it fails out of favor in high-skill games. We like the way NOED encourages survivors to preemptively cleanse totems, so we are not looking to weaken its direct strength. Instead, survivors will now see the hex... What? Survivors will now see the hex totem's aura within 4 meters upon activation? This range increases to 24 meters over the course of 30 seconds? Kyle, you're gonna be a god. Kyle, you're gonna be unstoppable, Kyle. Could you use fucking open-handed? So it's gonna be 4 meters. As soon as NOED activates, if you're 4 meters within NOED, you can see it. Kyle uses open-handed. So he's gonna be able to see that shit almost right away. I just looked at Dead Hard. I'm done with the game. Oh, God, dude. Imagine using Dead Hard for the wrong reason. Oh, no. Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance. Upon hooking a survivor on a Scourge Hook, the generator with the most progress explodes, notifying the killer and instantly loses a large chunk of progress. That is true. The most recent addition to the meta, Pain Resonance, allows the killer to remove a sizable chunk from the most progressed generator simply by hooking a survivor. A loud noise notification also allows the killer to disrupt the survivors before they can continue repairing. A jack of all trades, of sorts, granting both a powerful regression effect and crucial information. With that in mind, we are removing the loud noise notification. Okay. Instead of exploding, the affected generator will now spark upon losing progress and survivors will no longer scream. We believe this will ensure Pain Resonance remains... Okay, so it's the same thing. The only thing, it doesn't blow up, so the killer doesn't know which gen is losing progression, and survivors don't scream. Oh, God, no! No, here I am. Well, no. This is a good thing, because Dead Hard never fucking works anyway. So what are they gonna do to Dead Hard to make it not work even more now? Dead Hard, current effect. When activated, become immune to damage and dash a short distance. My ass, dude. Yeah, fucking right. It's not even a nerf. It becomes a worse sprint burst. Oh? Dead Hard is by far the most used perk by survivors, and it's easy to see why. I see Decisive right underneath it, dude. It's easy to see why. In the right hand, it acts like a third health state, allowing a survivor to escape a situation where they would otherwise go down. There are 2 main ways to Dead Hard is used: to dodge a hit and for distance, to get to a nearby pallet or window. That's true. In the latter case, there's not much a killer can do. Therefore, Dead Hard will not provide the endurance effect for 1 second when activated. If you time it right, you'll prevent the hit and get a movement speed boost. Wait. So... Okay. So when you use the new Dead Hard... you gain the endurance effect for 1 second. Which basically means you get borrowed time for 1 second. That sucks. That sucks. That means you're gonna, that means every survivor, literally every survivor in the game is gonna be staring back at the killer so they can know when to time dead hard, since you're gonna be invincible for 1 second. Oh my god. But well, no, that's dumb. Alma says though it's the reason Dead Hard was created. Jeez. Oh my god. Good morning, Alex. Alex, you're just in time, dude. We just got to the survivor perks. It started with Dead Hard. From now on, Alex, whenever you use Dead Hard, you no longer dash and dodge the hit. Okay, well, I'm deleting this game, Kizzy. When you use Dead Hard, you gain borrowed time for 1 second, Alex. So you gotta time it like fucking crazy. What is decisive? I never use decisive, but I know a lot of people do. The decisive curse is with me. Oh, that burp. Okay, Decisive Strike. Current effect: after being unhooked, Decisive Strike activates for a long duration. When picked up, hit a special skill check to instantly wiggle free. It deactivates when you use it or performing various actions. One of Decisive Strike's main appeal. Look at it yourself. One of Decisive Strike's main appeals is its efficiency at preventing tunneling, which is total bullshit. In light of the upcoming base game changes, we expect Decisive Strike to drop in usage slightly. For the most part, we find the perk to be healthy for the game and easily avoidable for killers, who choose not to tunnel and unhook survivors. That said, at the end of the match, there's often nothing the killer can do to prevent the survivor with Decisive Strike from escaping. Moving forward, the Decisive Strike will now activate once the exit gates are powered. In addition, the stun duration has been reduced from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. We will also be simplifying the description. The description of the perk Decisive Strike will now be cancelled by conspicuous actions. So nothing's changed. Nothing's changed aside from the fact that once the doors are open, Decisive's turned off. Because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, Decisive Strike, you know, Decisive Strike can't, it stops killers from tunneling. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I've seen so many people on YouTube videos, on Twitch, even people who play with me on stream, use Decisive Strike on the killer. The killer gets stunned, the killer goes right back to chasing them. Decisive does not stop tunneling. Dragon, you're just in time, dude. Holy shit. Just don't use self-care. I never use self-care. Me and Kyle can vouch for me. We used to use self-care when the game first came out, and then we were like, nah, it heals too slow. Borrowed time. Oh yeah, Alex and Dragon, in case you guys missed it, from now on, when a survivor gets unhooked, even if you don't have borrowed time, when a survivor gets unhooked, you will gain borrowed time for 5 seconds and a speed boost for a speed boost of 7% for 5 seconds. Good changes for the game and good perk changes. Yeah, the Dead Hard sounds stupid. I gotta see it in action. The decisive, I agree, because I don't play killer, but I have seen moments where, you know, the person gets down right at the door. The killer, there's nothing the killer can do. The killer has no choice but to pick them up, and then they activate decisive. And then usually they teabag in the killer's face, like ha 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 ha, you know. So I agree with the decisive. So far, I agree with the ruin. I don't really care about the ruin change because people usually find ruin really fast. The barbecue and chili change, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be upset. The Pop Goes the Weasel and the Corrupt and the Tinkers, I kind of like what they're doing. The Noed sounds pretty crazy, especially if you use open-handed. And Scourge Hook, they didn't really change anything aside from the fact that you don't scream and the killer doesn't know which gen is like popping. Okay, borrowed time. The site at the end game is toxic. I'm glad they changed that. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that very much. Okay, borrowed time. Survivors you unhook gain the endurance status effect for a short time, allowing them to hit it. Blah, 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 blah. Much like the Decisive Strike, this perk gets much of its popularity by granting counterplay against a camping killer. Considering a lighter version of borrowed time's effect has been added to the survivor's base kit, we need to update the perk accordingly. Borrowed time will now extend the duration of the base kit endurance effect by 6 seconds, 8 seconds, and 10 seconds. So 15 seconds. And increase the movement speed bonus by 10 seconds for any survivor you unhook. Hold on. Where is it? Where's Guardian? Where's Guardian? Lightweight? Where's Guardian? Yo. Okay, so combo the new borrowed time with Guardian, because when someone unhooks you with Guardian, you gain a speed boost. So put on Guardian, put on borrowed time. You get okay. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. I'm in the game right now. Let me look at Guardian real quick. Let me look at Guardian. My run problem is Yuichi is Blythe. I don't think the speed boost was no shh. Also, hi Blythe. This is your first time seeing me. Hi. It's my ugly mug. But what if it does stack? What if it does? I mean, the PTB is next month. I'll gladly test that out. Guardian. Where is it? Is it this? Guardian gives you a 7% speed boost for 8 seconds when you get unhooked. At least you're honest. Oh yeah, I've never found myself attractive. Shit, my control almost fell. Hi, Chibi. Okay, so the new unhooking gives you a 7% speed boost for 5 seconds. And you have borrowed time for 5 seconds. If you're unhooking someone with borrowed time, they extend borrowed time to 10 seconds. And the speed boost by 10 seconds. If you unhook, this recording is going to be cancelled. While the over duration of borrowed time, we expect that. Okay, so when the PTB, for all these changes, the PTB is next week. I will gladly test it out. I will gladly try and get Guardian on the PTB, or at least someone I know who has Guardian, and be like, hey, put on Guardian and borrow time, and let's see like what happens. What did they do with Iron Will? Apparently Daniel was complaining about Iron Will. He stays lying when he says he's ugly. Also, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Blythe. How are you feeling, Blythe? Iron Will makes your grunts of pain silent. This perk allows skilled players to mind game more effectively in many areas by silencing grunts of pain. To address its high usage rate, we are lowering the grunt of pain reduction to 25, 50, 75%. Additionally, Iron Will is no longer active when exhausted. Okay. The perk changes are pure bullshit. No, Daniel, check this out. Think about it, Daniel. Think about this, right? When you get unhooked, you have borrowed time for 5 seconds. You have a speed boost of 7% for 5 seconds. Plus, if you get unhooked with someone who has borrowed time, both those things are increased by 10 seconds. So 10 seconds for each, thing. What if you add Guardian into the mix? Can you mute Daniel? I don't think mods can mute mods. I'm fine. I don't know how many times I need to tell you that I've been fine for weeks now. I don't know. Someone's going crazy outside. Okay, Iron Will. I mean, wasn't Iron Will like this before, aside from the exhaustion? Wasn't Iron Will just 25, 50, and 75% before? Isn't that like why we mostly paid Ace back then? Because Ace was like really quiet, and then Iron Will made him even more quiet. Self-care unlocks the ability to heal yourself without a medkit at 50% speed. Though self-care has a divisive reputation among the community, we were surprised to find that its usage peaks in the highest skill matches, having a consistent and reliable way to heal at will. You're going back to the OG loadout, and life is back. We are surprised to find that its usage peaks in the high skill matches, having a consistent and reliable way to heal at will is a powerful tool in the right hands. On top of that, self-care increases the efficiency of medkits, allowing survivors to squeeze additional heals out of them. To reduce its strength, self-care's heal speed will be lowered to 25, 30, 35%, and the item efficiency bonus has been removed entirely. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh my god. Someone's going crazy outside with their horn. That's pretty good, because there's a good thing and there's a bad thing about it. Because the good thing about it, they removed the whole medkit thing. The bad thing about it is I guarantee people are still going to use self-care, and the fact that it's going to take even longer for people to heal, you're going to be on hook while someone's like in the corner just healing away for such a long time. Oh no, what did they do to my cat? What did they do to my kitty cat? Spine Chill activates when the killer is nearby and looking in your direction, increasing action speeds and the chance for skill checks. That's me smacking the horn to say hi. This perk excels at alerting survivors when a killer is approaching, and in high skill lobbies, the vault speed increases becomes the primary draw. There are a few aspects of this perk we would like to clean up. Spine Chill will now only activate if the killer has a clear line of sight to the survivor. This will remove the awkward counterplay where the killer must look away to ensure a stealthy approach. Next, we will be adding a short 0.5 seconds lingering effect to Spine Chill. This will prevent the perk icon from flickering when the killer looks around and makes the action speed boost more consistent. Finally, we'll be removing the vault speed boost entirely. Wait. Did they change object of obsession? Is it here? Is object here? I gotta look for an eyeball. Okay, so just run object. Get rid of Spine Chill, use object of obsession. There you go. Because I know what they're talking about. A lot of people, a lot of like, you know, high tier meta players use Spine Chill to vault stuff faster combined with resilience. I use it to let me know if a killer's coming, especially a stealth killer. But if I can't use it for that anymore, then there's no point in really having it on anymore. Okay, it doesn't really make sense. Spine Chill only activates when the killer is looking at you dead on. I've got my own eyes to see the killer coming at me dead on, you know? Well, yeah, it won't show the killer in stealth. Sometimes, like, you know, if it's like tier 3 Myers, tier 2 Myers, if Ghostface is not crouching, you know, that kind of stuff. Non-meta perk changes. Overcharge, along with its current effect, Overcharge will cause a generator's regression speed to grow from 100% to 400% over the course of 30 seconds. Holy shit. Eruption release with fairly safe numbers, but upon reflection, we are comfortable with increasing them. We have upped the generator regression penalty to 10% and the duration of the incapacitated effect to 15, 20, and 25 seconds. Jamel, your builder has Sith powers. How are you feeling, Jamel? Also, for those of you that don't know, for those of you that are joining, wish my brother here, Sanko J, well, because he is currently in the hospital right now. Mans is not well. It's your fault, Daniel. You bullied him a lot yesterday. Did they do something to Spine Chill? Here, I'll read it again. Spine Chill, as you know it. A Spine Chill, when the killer is looking at you, it lights up, and I believe you get to do things like 7% faster. Now what they're doing with Spine Chill is it's no longer lights up when the killer is looking at you. It only lights up if the killer is looking at you like dead on, like straight up looking dead at you. No surgery required. That's good. That's good to hear. So what happened? What did they tell you? Spine Chill will not only activate if the killer has a clear line of sight to the survivor, which means looking dead at you. My eyes looking at your eyes, basically. This will remove the awkward counterplay where the killer must look away to ensure a stealthy approach. Next, we'll be adding a short 0.5 seconds lingering effect to Spine Chill. This will prevent the perk icon from flickering when the killer looks around and makes the action speed boost more consistent. Finally, we'll be removing the vault speed bonus entirely as it does not suit the perk's nature. That does make sense though. They're gonna buff the body knowledge. Really? Yeah, what did they say, Jamel? Knockout. What'd they do to knockout? Those of you who like to leave survivors on the grounds can have a little more peace of mind. In addition to its current effect, knockout will cause dying survivors to crawl 50% slower for 15 seconds and reduce their recovery speed by 25%. Holy shit. There was a vault speed bonus? I know, right? They thought it was appendicitis, but it's anomaly most people get. I just need stupid pain meds and some rest on the workbook games. Mwahaha. So it's just pain. It's just pain. There's nothing there. It's just pain in that part of your body. That section of your body is basically what they're saying. Chlorophobia. To make healing in the killer's terror radius even more unappealing, chlorophobia will now increase the speed of skill checks by 50% on... Yo, that's kind of cool. I want to see that in action. I want to see the new chlorophobia in action. Skill checks are 50% faster now. Like, Thank you, y'all, for the encouraging messages. I mean, I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad nothing's wrong. No, he's not gonna rest. As soon as he comes home, I guarantee he's gonna hop on with me. Something is twisted, but it doesn't require surgery. Maybe you pulled something. I don't know. If it doesn't require surgery, then maybe you just maybe you hurt yourself. Maybe you bumped into something. Maybe you pulled something. I don't know. Dark Devotion. This perk is great for confusing and sneaking up on survivors, but the basic attack requirement makes it unappealing for certain killers. Dark Devotion will now activate whether the obsession loses a health state. I don't remember what Dark Devotion does. Jolt. Jolt allows the killers to regress generators simply by downing a survivor. To make it more consistent and punish careless survivor plays, we have removed the cooldown. Shit. Lethal Pursuer. So you like aura reading, huh? On top of the existing effect, Lethal Pursuer will now extend the duration of all aura reading effects by 2 seconds. That's kind of cool. Dark Devotion puts the killer's terror radius on the obsession. Oh. That sounds cool. Oh, thank you, Bloody. Scourge Hook of Pain. This perk also shipped with safer numbers, so we will be increasing the action speed penalty to 10, 13, and 16%. Okay. Phobia. Another quick one. We are increasing the action speed penalty to 4.5, 5, and 5.5% per survivor for a maximum... Oh, God. Oh, no. Learn your killer perks, children. It'll make you a better survivor. She is right. Blythe is right. Oh no, Legion's gonna have a fucking blast with Thanophobia. Holy shit. Scourge Hook Monstrous Shrine. Long have we waited. Monstrous Shrine has received a rework. This perk will now convert all basement hooks to Scourge Hooks. Ooh. Additionally, Scourge Hooks will now grant 10, 15, and 20% faster entity progress, but if only the killer is not within 24 meters. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Calm Spirit. In addition to Calm Spirit's current effects, you can now open chests and cleanse and bless totems silently. Oh. But at a reduced speed. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. This will stop the camping, hopefully. I doubt it. Hopefully. Oh, Daniel. It's your perk, Daniel. Saboteur. After months of studying, saboteurs can now identify Scourge Hooks. Oh, that's cool. Their auras are shown in yellow when a survivor is being carried. Use this information to your advantage to prevent Scourge Hook perks from being activated. Okay, okay. Body Knowledge now increases healing speed efficiency by 30, 40, and 50%. Okay, okay. Daniel, let's fucking go! Okay, I actually like Off the Record. What did they do with Off the Record? Upon being unhooked, gain the endurance status effect. What? Oh shit. Yo, upon being unhooked, gain the endurance status effect for 60, 70, and 80 seconds. The endurance effect is lost upon performing any type of action. While this is a lengthy endurance effect, any game progression action will cancel it prematurely, making it purely for evading the killer after being unhooked. Oh shit. They really are trying to stop tunneling. Oh my god. So instead of 2-minute hook time, it's around 1:38. Monster Shrine. Monster Shrine. This perk will not convert all participants. Oh my god. What? I'm being raided? Villainy! Good morning, Villainy. Thank you for the raid. How was the Evil Dead matches? So, when you get hooked, I never knew this. When you get hooked, it's 2 minutes, right? So the new Monster Shrine makes it 1:38, is what you're saying? As an off the record and hope enjoyer, the buffs make me happy. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Oh, that's right. I saw Hope on there. I want to see what Hope does. Oh dang, that sounds nasty. Give me a second. I want to shout out Villainy. Villainy is a horror streamer. They like to play Evil Dead and Dead by Daylight. A very chill person. Very nice. Very nice too. You're about to loop killers all end game. Oh no, blacks become more powerful than they ever imagined. Is Hope on here? Is. Oh. Wow, holy shit. Off the record, dude. I'm with Blythe too. I actually like off the record. It's really good. Lucky Break. This perk is great for escaping a chase, but the effect quickly runs out. We're giving survivors a way to recharge Lucky Break. Each second spent healing another survivor increases Lucky Break's duration by 1 second. Hold on. Laughs in level 50 Serena. So, as soon as you get hit, so I gotta see it in action. I have to see it in action. Did they change for the people? I don't know. Let me see. No, I don't see it. Pharmacy. Pharmacy used to guarantee an emergency med kit the first time you search the chest, which you'd either hope nobody takes before you need it or hide in a far off corner. Lucky Break equals autodidact. Meta incoming. I'm still thinking about the Blythe comment. I'm gonna loop killers all endgame. Blythe. Shit. Pharmacy used to guarantee an emergency med kit the first time you search the chest, which you'd either hope nobody takes before you need it or hide in a far off corner like a medkit goblin. Now, Pharmacy will activate whenever you're injured, guaranteeing... Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Soul Survivor, in addition to hiding your order, Soul Survivor will now increase your generator repair speed by 75% and your exit gate and hatch action speed by 50%. These effects are only active when you are the last survivor standing. Hold on. I gotta look at a perk. Where is it? Wake Up lets you open an exit gate 25% faster. Soul Survivor, if you're the last man standing, lets you open an exit gate 75% faster. No. And your exit gate and hatch, okay, 50% faster. Still 50% plus 25% with Wake Up. Here's your perk, Jamel. I know you love Distortion. For those who like to stay hidden, we've added a way to regain the... Oh, shit. We've added a way to regain Distortion tokens. Gain 1 token for every 30 seconds spent within the killer's terror radius. That's the barbecue counter. No, that's literally every counter. Because like, say you're playing on like a really small map. Oh my god. What they do to lightweight? I used to use lightweight when the game first came out. In addition to lightweight's existing effects, yes please. In addition to lightweight existing effects, your scratch marks will be more specific, more sporadic, making you harder to track. Your scratch marks will also fade 5, 4, and 3 seconds sooner, up from 3, 2, 1. Okay. Your perk, Deja Vu, to help survivors power the 3 closest generators. Deja Vu will now grant a 5% repair speed bonus to the revealed generators. No One Left Behind. Beyond its current effects, No One Left Behind will grant a 7% movement speed bonus to any survivor you unhook. I never knew that. I never even used this perk. A Wild Yamask. I can be reconned with Obsession in Distortion. Additionally, the perk now activates when the gates are powered rather than open. Oh, okay. Here's you, Kyle. Dark Sense. Dark Sense. We've changed the way Dark Sense works. When a generator is powered, Dark Sense activates. The next time the killer comes within 24 meters of you, oh shit. So, we've changed the way Dark Sense works. When a generator is powered, Dark Sense activates. The next time the killer comes within 24 meters of you, their aura is revealed for 5, 7, and 10 seconds, depending on the tier. After their aura is revealed for 10 seconds, Dark Sense then deactivates. So this is the new Spine Chill. Blood points taken away, but no one left behind. That's true, yeah. You're right about that. This is the new Spine Chill. Because Spine Chill, when a killer looks at you now, Spine Chill doesn't go off. The only way Spine Chill goes off is if they're looking dead at you. Like if they physically see your body, then Spine Chill goes off. This is the new Spine Chill. Dark Sense. Oh, Tenacity. What they did to Tenacity. In addition to it, the current effects, Tenacity now reduces your grunt of pain by 7. Yo! Oh my god. Tenacity reduces your grunts of pain by 75% when on the ground. Combined with the increased crawling speed, this perk will now be much more effective in crawling away from the killer. Holy shit, dude. Some survivors are loud as hell on the ground, but some survivors are super quiet on the ground. So with the new Tenacity, oh my god. That's gonna be insane, especially if you have like a team to work together with. They're keeping the current effects for No One Left Behind. The buff is just adding new stuff. Yes. All right, Blythe. Hope. Hope is great for those who like to make late game saves, but the limited duration can cause it to expire at an inconvenient time. Since this perk is only useful at the end of the match, we've removed the duration entirely. Oh, so Hope is forever. Hope is forever. Oh shit. That's pretty cool. Hope is forever. Oh, they already changed one of Hattie's perks. Overzealous, in its current state, cleansing a totem grants you a repair speed bonus of 6%, 70%, 7%, and 8%. Now that bonus doubles if you cleanse a hex totem. That's pretty cool. Hope is back. Last but not least, we're gonna live forever. Much like barbecue and chili, this perk features a massive blood point bonus. We do not want blood points to dictate which perks are used, so we have removed the blood point bonus from We're Gonna Live Forever entirely. This change will release at the same time as the progression overhaul, which is expected to cut the grind by about 75%, which matchmaking incentives providing an additional avenue for blood points. I don't use We're Gonna Live Forever. I know some people do, and I'm pretty sure some people are gonna be upset. The same way that some people are gonna be upset over barbecue. We realize that following these changes, a new meta will surely rise. We'll be closely monitoring the performance of each updated perk to ensure that none fall too far out of line. Moving forward, we hope to make meta-shaking updates like this one a more frequent part of our plans in order to keep gameplay feeling fresh. Not B-boy, not my boy. With that, we've reached the end of this edition of the developer update. Kudos to those of you who made it this far. It was a long one. As always, these changes will be available for testing next week in the PTB. Given the number of changes made, we'll be keeping an extra close eye out for feedback. We'll also be holding a live stream in the near future to preview the update and answer any questions you have. Okay. So, Hope is good. Tenacity is good. Dark Sense is good. Distortion is good. Soul Survivor is good. Pharmacy is pretty cool. Lucky Break, I gotta see it in action. It sounds, maybe it's too big brain for me to understand. Off the Record is, whoo! My god. Botany's buff. Saboteur's buff. Calm Spirit's buff. Monster Shrine is buff. Thanophobia is buff. This is buff. This is buff. Buff. Everything down. Everything in the non-meta perk changes are buff. Okay, so Lucky Break change, right? Say you use all your Lucky Break. Yes. You go heal Survivor, it takes 15 seconds. Yes. So it gives you 15. You now have 15 seconds of Lucky Break back. Oh. That sounds annoying. That sounds really annoying. Spine Chill nerf. Self-care nerf. Iron Will, not really nerf. Iron Will just went back to how it used to be. I don't think Iron Will ever did 100% of grunts. Now it's back to normal, if I remember. Borrow Time buffed. Decisive nerf again. Dead Hard. I gotta see it. I have to actually lose it. Okay. All right. I like it. Kyle scared me when he came in here and he was like, wait till you see Dead Hard. But then, like, after reading everything else, that's pretty good. I dig that.